demonstrate how to do some clouds. They're real fun. I have a really, really slick canvas. I'm loading up a little bit of color from down here, and it's diffused as I soak it in to where it's syrupy. Now look at the effects. This is really cool about this. Look at the effects here of these swirls right here as I lay another color on top of it. See this? Now, this is going on because there's so much paint moving around and it's so slick that lickety split, right? Now I got a lot. See, I have a color all over the knife, so I can clean it in a heartbeat. And now, if I want to get into some cloud work, what I'm going to have to do is get some white on top, not on the bottom. I already have it on the bottom. Put some tone or a meter. Remember, I talked about stops. So I want to go down a stop or two so that when I put my clouds on, look at how nice and soft and blendy is your friendy, you know. Look at that. You can just blend right over that thing. It's so much fun. Look at this. Look at the modeling it's called. I don't have a whole lot of texture on here because it's mostly syrupy. And because it's, I wanted to demonstrate the mineral oil. Now, if I thickened it up with a dryer like liquid or even thicker paint and used more impasto, you'd see it. And when it dried, you'd have a lot of ridges and all that. But right now, I'm kind of working mostly in a background mode, if I could say. I'm just putting some soft background tones in up here and over here too. I don't know what that is. It could be a sunset. You know, you could get people arguing about it. Well, no, that's not a sunset, Francis. That's a flame. You know, it means something else. Well, what I like about it is I got a greasy, big giant palette knife. And you can get one of these. You can go like that and put something in front of it like that. That's kind of a cloud technique, even though I'm using a little bit of extreme colors. But because you have all this liquid white, this syrup base that diffuses and blends, if we could only have that for society, wouldn't it be nice? No more hard edges, you know, we'd all get along. And that's what's cool about this technique. No matter what you throw down on it, or put down on it, no matter what you play with, once you acquire a little bit of skill with these viscosities and these pressures, that's all this is. It's pressure with these syrup consistencies, those grade back and forth. So really a lot of fun. And you can see the effects instantaneously. Now, if I pick up straight white, I don't know if I have enough here, let's see. You can notice, yeah, see? So I can do some cloud up in there, just a little tiny bit. And if I had have a thicker white here out of the tube, and there's my cloud. There's a nice cloud there. And we'll put another one. Now, if I put it over here, you're not going to see it. So I'm going to put it by the red. And you'll see some of it. And we can bring it down in there like that. And then we can mush it around. Now, it goes from a cloud into who knows. Well, speaking of clouds, oh man, I was on the phone with the computer company the other day for a few hours. Well, actually half the day. talking about clouds. On my knees, you know, messing with a modem behind, you know, the whatever it was. I want you to go to setting. Okay, so click on this. Okay, click on that. Okay, then I'll go to this. Okay, and you'll see the little thing right there. And I go, no, I don't see any little thing. You don't see the little thing? No, no, I don't see that little button there. Are you sure? We'll try it again. Okay, go to this. So. I wonder why you don't see that. I don't know. Now I got a little bit of the yellow in there. Now look how I just smoothed this yellow out. Just through pressure. Now, if I wanted to bring that tree back in the foreground, now this process can go back and forth with this kind of a technique because I can remove paint also. See this tree line back here? I can make the trees or whatever skimming paint off as well as putting it down. These edges could be outlined. These are just some techniques you can try and have some really nice effects through reversing, having carving and reversing. And you can design with this, as I'm doing. You can kind of draw with it. And then you can etch with it too. I can bring colors around with these styluses as I'm using the side edge of this one particular one. If I don't like all that line work, then I can use a clean and smooth it right off. And these are fantastic techniques when you have a wet canvas and you have a lot of paint to mess around with. It's really fun. And don't be afraid because you can't make a mistake. See how that blue just transposed, right? Now I don't like this. Okay, well, now let's get a smaller knife, and you can edge off this way. So I can pick these highlights and pick them off. You see that? Let's do it with the blue. We'll put the blue out. See this? It's really cool. I'm gonna go behind it. See what happens. I'm kind of seeing. This was my course of perception. I like to see this kind of stuff. I like to see these vase and profiles sometimes when I'm painting too. So I can paint and I can see the vase and then I can see the profile. So I work with light over dark because I wasn't trained that way. I was trained with dark over light with my pencils. Now, speaking of pencils, I can take a real pencil like this. This is a kid's pencil. I got a whole bunch of kids stuff. Now, because this is liquid, the lead will seep, or aquarel, or aquarial, something with an acra root syllable. So you can take a pencil. And this is how I kind of got started with the sticks too. That's a pencil in there, and you can darken your tone without changing your color. I could do it here too. This is why sketching was so much fun too. I actually like it better on the foliage.
So what I can do with this is, I can just get rid of all. And these are really, really fun techniques. We'll get more into the clouds when I have a little more. I know we're not going to talk about high clouds. We're going to talk about real clouds that are on a real canvas. That you can see them.
This is none of that computer stuff. I love it. I finally figured it out. Ladies were great, wonderful people, and I got to learn a whole bunch of stuff. I just hadn't planned it. You know what I mean? Kind of like this stuff. Particle wave, E equals mc. Let's get waved.